Hello. We should be live. If you can hear me or if anyone's watching, can you please let me know in the comments, just so we can test this is all working. And I am going to do a little tweet to say that I'm live. Hello everyone, I'm now live on YouTube playing Horticular. Post. I hear you in the music. Sounds great. Hearing you well. Hello. So everyone who knows in the chat, Indirection Games is Robert, the developer of the game. So if you've got any questions, feel free to leave, and I'm sure he will be able to answer those for you. Okay, I have done a tweet. Let's have a look. Right, so what we're going to do today is... oh, this is spoilers. You can see a garden here. Let's go to new game. What I am going to be doing in today's stream is playing Horticular. For those who don't know, Horticular is a garden building game, which you build up a garden, create different habitats from the plants and the kind of, you know, the tiles that you put down. And in those habitats you attract adorable little creatures that move in, and then you kind of have to look after them. And you can see kind of in the background here, there's this wasteland. What we're trying to do is turn that wasteland into something a bit more like this. So a bit more lush and vibrant, let's say. So I'm going to start a new game, and yeah, this is just a chill stream. I'm going to choose relaxed. Don't want it to be too difficult. And we will let that load and let the story unfold. Mailbox frog. Yeah, the mailbox frog is adorable, and we specified to the artist that we have to have a cute creature up front. She did really well. So they have found someone Horticular. Hello, can you hear us? Do not fear, you're currently in safe transit between worlds. We have something to ask of you, but first we need to know your name. What should my name be? First option is something that really just like gets you, you know, in games where you have to put a name in. You could be there for hours. I could just put Dan, you know. But if anyone has a name suggestion, let me know in the comments. We've got Fastest Fish and Derek in the chat, as well as Robert. I don't know what the delay's like between me speaking and people hearing, but or if everyone's just abandoned the stream, maybe they don't like my face. I'm also terrible with names. Yeah, maybe asking, just putting the onus on everyone else to do something that I can't do, usually. Usually I just put whatever comes up in my head first. I will be Bella, just because you have a name. Name yourself Mailbox Frog. Sorry, I just realised you have a name. What a weird thing to say. I was distracted by reading the rest of the chat. I'll be Bella. Why not? Odd, but we can work with that. Pleased to meet you, Bella. We are the Keepers, an ancient but near forgotten species. Our purpose is to tend gardens with an arcane touch, helping life flourish. However, our garden steward Nightshade mysteriously vanished some time ago. Soon after, our world decayed into ruin. We will tell you more in time, but now we have an urgent plea. Please, Bella, will you become our new steward and restore our world? No? Should I put no? Now, I will let you all go to the link in the description, play the demo, and find out what happens when you click no. I, however, am going to click yes. I will help the cute gnomes. Thank you. Oh, I missed it. Before we begin, what will you call your garden? See, this was something that I got really stuck with, and I told Robert that he needs to implement some sort of random generation. But here, maybe I will do Mailbox Frog. Mailbox Frog. We like it. It's getting time. You will arrive in Mailbox Frog any moment. Hang on, we will get in touch once you have arrived. Honoured. Bella, the one with the name. As if everyone else doesn't. I mean, you never know. You know, some people might not have a name. The Nameless One. Isn't that a Game of Thrones reference, possibly? Headcanon is now that the... It's really annoying. On the live chat on YouTube, on the back end, there's a little emoji icon over the chat. So the bottommost message, it makes it really hard to see. Is there a way I can... Oh, hello. Let's pop that out. See what I mean? This little thing, it kept on blocking that. But let's just move this over here. And that's popped out. Slug Disco. Wow, this looks like a game we should probably publish. You need to get on that, Mike. Maybe get in touch with Indirection Games. Okay, alright. First thing, because I'm playing on a small screen, I want to make the UI a little bit bigger so people can see it. And we will resume. So we have a letter. Greetings, Bella. We are excited to finally have you arrive. It seems you found the inbox. Excellent. Letters are an energy-efficient way for us to communicate, so keep your eyes open for them. I have read all of these letters numerous times. I'm reading them out for the purpose of the stream. Let me know if you want me to read everything out, or if you want me to just skip it and get to some actual gardening. With time, you will reclaim all of Mailbox Frog, fill it with life, and eventually become a legendary horticulturist. Let's start with interactions. Scrap should be lying about for you to practice on. Try reclaiming some of them. Pick up and reclaim some scraps. Okay, so this is going to be changed, I believe, in the demo soon. We've noticed when we've been touring the game around that people struggle to pick it up, and then you have to hold right click and then go to reclaim. Even though there was a little bit of UI to say that, it was just getting a bit stuck, so we're going to change that, don't worry. Splendid. Interactions allow you to arrange items as you'd like to reclaim. Blech. Interactions allow you to arrange items as you'd like and reclaim unwanted ones. Soon you'll be using this technique for creatures. But now it is time to start preparing Mailbox Frog for life. As such, your first step is to convert some surface. We have attached a spade and some grass. So we have our spade down here. This is your like little tool shelf, which stuff gets unlocked as we go. So we press 1. We can have our little spade and we can put our grass down. And also, if we hold with the spade, we can speed stuff up. Little insider tip. Every time I want to go out to click into the chat, the camera goes weird. Where is the chat? There is the chat. There we go. What's happened? Where am I? Alright, here we go. Oh, there. Yep, there we go. Alright. Wonderful start. Your surface choice determines what items can go on top. Let's practice this by placing our attached yarrow on your new grass. Oh, and since we have to conjure each item for you, we need some gold for each. place 3 flowers. So here we've got our like placement shelf. We've got the catalogue, and we have our yarrow. So we need to place 3 flowers. Maybe put one there behind the building. Why? Why not? And we'll do 2 here. So I've taken so long, it's getting nighttime and we don't even have the clock on the screen yet. Natural items like plants contain magical essences. Since you are not magically attuned, we devised an intermediary gold coins. At dawn, we use the essence of Mailbox Frog to conjure some fresh gold. But it's getting late, Bella. Our tiny hands are crampy from writing letters, but we will be back at dawn. Just realised that I could zoom in the video on mobile YouTube. Ah, so you can just zoom into the actual gameplay. I'll try not to get offended that you've hidden my face and the marketing of Play the Free demo and the logo. So here, receive your first payout at dawn. Fast forward. Morning. We hope the night treated you well. While there is more to learn, you should now be able to handle a day by yourself. We've got a task of our own. As this world withered away, our friends moved out. Good friends, helpful friends. We would like to send them a message of hope. The journal contains some rewarding challenges should you run out of gold. So we've got some more things to play with here. And a little bit of gold to play with. So everything in here, so we've got dirt, flower bed, grass. This is free. Everything in here we have to pay for, and you can see that everything's got a price. I just realised the tutorial overlay wasn't happening. I don't know if that's because I must have already turned them off. But when you play it, there's a nice guided tutorial that like shows you what everything is. Unless it did and I clicked through it, I don't know. Maybe I'm going mad. But let's put some. We'll put some moonshine. Why not? Let's add a little bit of colour to our garden. And I like regimented rows. My wife hates that I play this way, all structured. She likes to make a big messy garden. But I think it's nice to have kind of some organisation. So we use the dirt as a path, and we can use the grass. And we'll walk down here, and we've kind of a nice little flower bed area here. We have a new letter. Right, we forgot. Sorry, Bella. When you poke around in Mailbox Frog, you may find lost treasure from our Nightshade days. Keep the gold, but if you show us any artifacts, we'll see what we can do with them. Happy treasure hunting. We've got a journal here as well, so we've got some creature details and lore, so we haven't found anything specific yet from digging the artifacts, but we've got our dirt growing here. Let's put a little stone at this little junction here. That's quite nice. What else have we got? We've got a big yarrow bush and some plantain lilies. And yeah, we can use the spade, like I said, to as long as the same tile type is selected, we can speed up the process of the dirt growing. And let's plant, oh, you don't really plant a stone, let's place a stone here. Add a bit more colour. You can see as we're placing our money's going down, but our income is going up. And that's because your income is derived by how complex your garden is and how varied it is and kind of the items that are in it. So you'll see that, you know, we get an income of 16, but it costs 35 to place it. But then that is ongoing. So after 2.5 days, 3 days, that stone has paid for itself, and then it'll carry on generating income for you to grow and grow and grow. and fast forward a new day. And you can see how big the map actually is. So this is the border. And we've not learned how to do it yet, but we can eventually buy new plots of land and we can expand our garden to this sort of border edge. But for now, let's go back down. Well done, not a single catastrophe while we were gone. We've now sent our message of hope far and wide, Bella. Things are about to take off. You can expect our old friends to reach out with assistance in your gardening journey. But we shouldn't delay, it's animal time. Animals require habitats to live in, and each species has its own requirement. Try creating a bumblebee habitat. We have attached details for your journal. In short, they need some shading and lots of flowers. We found some stuff for you under our secondary cookie jar. The secondary cookie jar. The question is, did they run out of cookies and then go to the secondary cookie jar? Or were they just tidying up? Like, I need to know more about the cookie jar. What have we unlocked? Ah, so tulips. They go into the flower bed. And we've got a nice big yarrow bush that we can put there. Build a bumblebee habitat. So if I go to the habitat overlay here, we can see that we have made a bumblebee habitat. Oh, and one has turned up. So we can click this and you can see the little bee here. And then we can pick that up and pop it in its habitat. Is this my new home? Now that lives in the garden. We can rename it to Buzz Lightyear. Don't sue me. The tale of the Ents and the Entwives. The Ents wanted their wild forest. The Entwives wanted a well-tended... Really struggling to speak today. Well-tended garden. I assume that's a Lord of the Rings quote. Oh, and something else you can do, I'm assuming it's in this build, we can follow the creature. So we can set it as our target and follow it around and just see what it gets up to. So it's flying around. There is a plant behind there, so I think it landed there. Excellent, you've got a lovely little habitat going. With an available habitat, curious animals will start showing up once the weather permits. It may take some time, so be patient. When a curious animal pays you a visit, just place it in its new home to have it settle. Settle a curious animal in your new habitat. We have additional tasks for you. Collect enough gold and we will demonstrate something you will absolutely love. Oh, I think I should have read that and then I collected the bumblebee and then I would have got this letter. The new bumblebee is so adorable, Bella, and it will let you perform upgrades too. Our friend should get in touch about that soon. Animals become happier if you fill the habitat with things they like, but wreck a habitat and they may eventually leave. Oh, and make sure to have some shelter and food nearby. You can find culinary preferences in the journal. Good luck finding new and adorable creatures. Maybe you want to name the bumblebee. See, I'm way ahead of this. That would be quite an achievement. And we've learned the frog and goldfish creatures. So if we go to our journal here, you can see that we've got a bumblebee and it's filled in because we've actually got one, and we've got a bit more kind of information there about it if we want to learn about them. Whereas frogs, we know now that frogs exist in the game. This is the habitat and this is how we can like encourage them along, but we don't know much about them because they're not in our habitat. And the same with the goldfish. And we've not unlocked water yet, but that is coming up. And here are our old tasks. So we can go to the next day. That is what we can do. So what else have we got in our thing? So we've got gather 100 gold from archaeology, place 50 items, have 3 animals settled, get rid of all waste in your garden, have 100 tiles of ordinary grass, complete 5 days, have 10k in the bag. So if we want to, we can, you know, track these challenges as well, and that sort of sets our active tasks. So if we want to choose what we're kind of working toward, if you are an achievement hunter or a challenge hunter, you can do that here as well. So if we did place 50 items in your garden, we're 34% of the way through. And if we put another stone down, you know, that goes up, and we're working towards that. Oh, we just got a new letter. Aura. Good day to you, Bella. My name is Aura, and Mailbox Frog has recently come to my attention. The Keepers and I go way back, and they have assured me you will rejuvenate this land. I had a peek and saw that you've already gotten started. Nothing spectacular, but you still have time, I guess. Ooh, sassy. Aquatics happens to be my speciality. No garden should be without a pond, so maybe you could add one? If you do, I could provide you with some items for our bubbly friends. I've attached pond water in case you don't have access to it yet. Thank you, Aura. Sorry, I need to click into chat again. What are we doing? So we need to do a pond. Add 20 pond to impress Aura, and 20 pond water. So we're gonna have our pond up in this corner possibly, or maybe yeah, up here. Why not? And of course we need a path to it. I'm gonna get rid of that flower I placed earlier. And we can put our pond water down here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20. There's going to be a long pond. Unless I did it this way. 3, 3, 3. We can speed this up, and then at night when we fast forward, it speeds up the building process as well. So you'll see that if we click fast forward now, as the night progresses, time increases, and that finishes off that building there. Okay, that's a good start. Maybe I'll even provide a symbolic donation for the future of Mailbox Frog. But what is a pond without streaming water and juicy plants? And I think I'll provide you with both streaming water and water lilies. Make good use of them, Bella, and I might just have some nifty rewards for your effort. Oh, we've got some gold as well. Now that you've got some gold, we can show you this golden tidbit. I'm sure you've been eyeing the surrounding waste, wishing you could dig into all of that unused space. Well, hold on to your hat. You can expand your garden for gold. We've covered the difference for your first one. Try expanding into a nearby plot. It takes a lot of energy to keep plots fertile, which means some daily upkeep. Maybe don't go too wild. So, if we zoom out, you can see here that our first land expansion is going to cost 1,000 gold, but it's going to reduce our daily income here by 150, and that's kind of ongoing. But then obviously that balances with that space that you can then fill it with stuff to more stuff to increase it. So it's this balancing act. You don't want to get a load of money and then buy a load of plots and then not fill it. You need to make sure you are doing it sort of sensibly. But for me, I will buy that because it wants me to, and then I can make more of a pond kind of in this direction. So oh, would you look at that? You've expanded into a rocky patch. Your spade may not be capable of digging into bedrock just yet, so you will have to accept the rockiness for now. Just be creative. However, if you manage to unearth some, do give us a sample and we will provide its surface type so you can add rockiness wherever you want. Excellent, so much new space just waiting to get prettified. Before long you will have a huge sprawling garden. We will be in our workshop for a while working on a special project for your toolbox. Maybe you could expand Mailbox Frog once more in the meantime. The closest plots should be relatively cheap. We've attached some gold for your new land. You won't believe where we found it. I bet they found it under the third cookie jar. I just know it. So let's get a stream going. Stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the rocky patch here that we can't actually dig in that. The ground's too hard, but we will eventually be able to. And I'm going to add a bit more pond water here. So I've got some room for lily pads, which I also unlocked. So we've got the categories up here. When you've only got this many items, they're not that useful. But obviously this can get filled into quite a big list. There's a lot of items. If we go over to the water tab, it shows all the ones that can go into water. And these are the different sort of categories that will get filled up. It just makes it a little bit more easy to find exactly what you want. And we've got water lily here. Put some of them down. Oh, I completed the challenge. Gather 100 gold from archaeology. We've got a new guy. So this is Mailbox Frog, which would make you Bella. Curious. I don't sense much magic around. Surely you have attained some upgrades by now. Forgive me, my name is Faunus, and my speciality is condensing creature magic into novel upgrades. The keepers might have mentioned me. Sorry, I saw the chat move. I will answer your question in a second. Fish. Fastest fish. Forgive me, my name is Faunus, and my speciality is condensing creature magic into novel upgrades. You may have been taught the basics, but a true horticultural prodigy will upgrade their garden, so I suppose I'll help you with upgrades from now on. The more animals settled in Mailbox Frog, the more upgrades I can make. For a small sum of gold, come buy an upgrade from me. So, fastest fish. Is there a way to tell how close you are to fulfilling habitat requirements for a specific animal? And the answer is yes. So, if we go into our journal, and say we want to build a bumblebee habitat, so we'll track the bumblebee, and we know that it needs a habitat of flowery and shading. So you'll notice that if I select, so there's nothing down here, if I select bumblebee in the creatures sort of section of the journal, we're now tracking it, and that's noted by that. You can see that it needs a 5x5 space. It eats flowery like items, and it needs an area, kind of the items that it needs in its vicinity in that 5x5 area are flowery and shading. If I come up to this is the overlay panels. There's quite a few in here. So we've got variety, so you know, green's good, red's bad. We've got a lot of it. We've got no variety here, sorry, because it's like plain and boring, but we've got some good stuff over here. And well, it looks like we've got a curious creature. Got a goldfish, which we can move in and collect that. And we now know about goldfish. So we've got our bumblebee selected here. If I go up to the habitat overlay, you can see we've got, because we're tracking a creature, we have this thing that's following the mouse, and it shows kind of what's needed in that area, like how good this sort of grid is at providing what you need here in this bumblebee habitat stats. So if I go over here, like to where we've actually got a bumblebee stat already, we can see it's got the things it loves at 113%, and it's got all of the items it needs. So that's the bumblebee habitat there. The further we move away from that, you kind of see that, you know, in this square here where it's all red, we don't have anything that it needs. But as we get closer, we're overlapping more of the things it needs. So flowery and shading. That doesn't really make any sense unless you explain that. In There is a proper tutorial in the game. I think it's turned off because I've played it so much, which this is all explained. But if I go over to, say, the plantain lily, you can see this provides foliage and shading. That's what that green sort of tag is there. And we've got the green flowery foliage and shelter, flowery, flowery. So each item's got different tags. So in this area here, we've got tulips, we've got the rock. Each one of these will provide flowery, like the attribute flowery and shading. That was a bit rambly. Robert, the developer, his streams are a lot more like, yes, this is exactly how it works because he's coded it. I'm trying to just get it off the top of my dome. I've played it so much that I just know how it works. It's hard to let them put that down, but yeah, so that's how you do it. You've got the kind of overlays. So, for example, the goldfish one, if we untrack this, see, we get rid of the thing following, and we can see that we've got our bee habitat here with Buzz Lightyear, and we've got this goldfish habitat. If I go into the creatures, now we know goldfish, we can track that, and we can see our goldfish habitat here. We can see the bumblebee one, but it's not highlighted, so it's quite sort of specific based on what you are currently tagging. And if you've not you're not tracking anything, it shows all of the kind of habitats in the garden. So we can see that it needs water as land, items, it needs foliage and shading, and it can't have any crocodiles in the vicinity. And we can see that as we go over. So if I wanted to make this area here that's currently highlighted, I'm going to have to put more water down. We've got 63% of the way there, but it needs a bit more water, and it's got no items in this area, so hopefully that all makes sense. Haha, I missed it, but I'm sure you were spot on. Me too. I think I was. I got a bit carried away. I think I probably over-explained, but yeah. Lots of little things here. So we haven't learned about decay yet, but there's the decay kind of overlay. Like I said, the variety one, keeper one. We don't have any keepers yet. We've just got the little council members, and even they've left. They're off doing stuff, spreading their message. Adaptation, and yeah, we'll go back to none. In that process, I've gone through a day and I've got a full mailbox, so let's get through some of these. Completed 5 days, well done. Thank you, thank you. Wow, now that's what I call movement. Doesn't it make you feel alive? You probably know this already, but only certain aquatic plants thrive in streaming water, just a heads up. Anyhow, I hope you like reeds, because I do, and I've got some for you. They make for a really good hiding place for animals and can be planted in stream water. So we've unlocked reeds, and this is our stream. You can see that the texture on it's moving. So let's place some reeds in this area. So we'll go to aquatic, we've got reeds. And I want to expand the pond a little bit. This can just be like the water area. And I'm going to have to kind of incorporate this bit into it, because again, I can't dig into it. Faunus mentioned upgrades, so we'll go into them. We can show off the upgrades. So this is the upgrade vault, and you can see that we have two creatures in the garden. We've got Buzz Lightyear and we've got Goldfish. So we've got two creatures, and they're kind of like two upgrade points, I guess. So if we go over to these, we don't have all of the, they're not all unlocked yet. And they're not all here yet because the game is still in development. But as we play, we will unlock the ability to purchase more upgrades. These slots will get filled in. But for now, we've got Digger 1. Honestly, I'm still trying to determine how this one works, but it will help you dig faster. And you can see this costs 1 creature point. Again, I don't know what Robert's decided name-wise to call them. Upgrade points. And it costs 500 gold. Got Geologist, so the spade can dig ground up to 1 moss hardness. I think that's a unit of measurement for how hard something is. With some magical reinforcement, your spade should be able to unearth harder materials. So that'll let us dig that stone here that we can't do. And treasure hunter means we get more gold out of the ground. But I'll go for digger 1. And so it'll cost 501 animal energy. You heard it here first. So we've spent our 1 animal energy. So even though we've got 2, it doesn't like kill the creature or anything. We've got the creature in our garden still, but we've used up its energy to buy the digger upgrade. And if we wanted to, we could get treasure hunter as well. Why not? It's only 100, and we can't get any more upgrades. Mercury, so splendid, a new steward, and thus an emerging business opportunity for us both. My name is Mercury, and I am a well-established merchant of garden wares. I forged many a deal with your predecessor, just as I now wish to do with you, and eventually your successor. I have contacts in numerous worlds, and can provide you with many a thing for a suitable sum of gold natural. Although my web run... I'm really struggling to speak today. It's a hard day. Although my web runs wide, I can only keep track of so much, so every few days I bring in new stock for you to peruse. So we've unlocked the shop. So we can go up here. This is Mercury's shop, and there's a range of stuff in here. This is the one that I always want first, but it's quite expensive. But it's a bit of deck that you can put down. It's nice around the water's edge. We've also got a hollow log. The other one I really like is the stump. It's not in the shop here though. So it changes, kind of, you see here, new wares in 6 days. The kind of selection will change. For a fee, you can force it to change early by refreshing it. I can't currently buy anything from the shop. You can see you can also get like details, so you don't have to like wait for a dragonfly to show up to learn about it. You can just buy the details from the shops, then you can start working on building a dragonfly habitat if you really want to. But we'll have to leave Mercury's shop for now. He is quite expensive. Oh, that's just excellent, Mailbox Frog. Just got a bit cozier. Can you feel the increase in magic? The upgrades you make are permanent, but should your creatures leave, you must replace them before making new ones. My selection is also not as good as it once was. Maybe you can find some new upgrades for me in your journey. Paw points, that's really cute. Oh, that is cute. Buzz Lightyear is perfectly fine. Yeah, I like Buzz Lightyear. Just, I'm sheltering from the weather. Aww. Oh no, I disturbed it and now it's asleep. Now it's flying around, it's not asleep anymore. Await your workshopping friends. What other tasks do we have? Expand your garden once more. Have at least 10 water lilies in your garden. So we can do that. So we'll go up here. Oh, you can see like recent stuff here. If you like building a habitat, you can just click, you know, that you want to put water lilies down. No! Ran out of money. Just one lily short. But we can fast forward. It's fine. If you called them paw points, though, Robert, you'd need something with paws. I don't think crocodiles have paws, do they? Is that docs confirmed? That isn't confirmed, I don't actually know. So I'm going to buy Boulder. 318, I've only got 588. Probably not worth spending the money on a Boulder just yet. Oh yeah, so water lily. Fuck! I'm not sure ducks have paws either. No, I don't think they do. We've got flippers? Feet? I don't know. Flora, now that is nice, don't you think? Really makes your garden feel more like home and cozy. Let's see if you can keep it. I'm giving you a sizable donation so you can take Mailbox Frog even further. I'm sure we have lots of interaction coming up. 400 gold. If she thinks that's sizable and she's seen Mercury's prices, them two need to have a talk with each other. Because that's there, I keep wanting to click it. Right, what's next? Expand your garden once more. Place 50 items in your garden. Have 3 animals settled. Get rid of all the waste in your garden. Maybe... Let's try and see if we can get another bee. Have I made another habitat for gold? So, speak of the devil. We have a goldfish here. Have 3 animals settled. Let's try and make another bee habitat. So, put a bit more. I'm gonna put the flower bed down. And I don't want grass as well. I quite like the grass, just like random tufts here and there. The grass is also quite expensive actually. I shouldn't place any more because I want to put more tulips down. I like the tulips. I happen to notice that your garden is more extensive than before. You must have expanded recently. You know what? I think you should have ample room for even more lilies now, do you not? If you can increase the count a bit more, I have a unique lily that you might find a good use for. What should we work on? At least 35 water lilies. That should be quite easy because I've got quite a lot of water to put them in. I want to work on this bee habitat though, so that'll be a good way of showing this. So we've got our bumblebee habitat and I'm trying to make this into a bumblebee habitat. So if I turn that off and then go to... We need to get something flowery and something shading. So we've got foliage, shading and shelter. So we can put some grass in this area. We've already got a bit there. Put another one down. Put some yarrow in. Check habitats. So we're getting there. 92%, 92%. And we don't actually have to close the overlay if we wanted to. We could just place stuff from here. So now this area is a bumblebee habitat. But ooh, we have our decay. Decayed items. So you can see these are red. So this is the kind of overall health of these items. Go from green down to red. Red is decaying. Let's learn about decay. Danger, danger! It's happening again, Bella. Mailbox frog is decaying unnaturally fast, just like it did after Nightshade's disappearance. If left unmanaged, your plants and items will wither and crumble, turning the surface into waste. Calm down, don't panic. This is exactly why we have been preparing magically infused gardening gloves. They are not ready for full operation yet, but we have no choice. Try them out with a restoration spell. Google searched it because I just have to know. Apparently duck feet are called palmate. Oh, that's neat. Crocs also have web feet, so palmate points. Doesn't roll quite off the tongue quite as well as paw points, unfortunately, does it? So we built a bee habitat, but now the garden's falling apart. So we've got our magic wheel here. If we select our magic gardening gloves and we hold down the left button, we have this radial wheel. A lot of the spells are locked yet, but the first one we have is restore. And we can return our decayed things back to being nice and healthy. So we can restore them. Phew. Fortunately, we kept our heads cool and addressed the situation calmly. But to see decay after only 8 days, before we even had time to teach you about it, what an unlucky turn of events. It almost feels intentional. Normally, you can expect decay from wear and tear, such as rough weather, but with your new gloves, you should be set to deal with it. Our friend Faunus should be able to help unlock their full potential too. Regardless, we probably should start searching for garden tending assistance. We'll get back to you on that one soon. Here's a little bug, text bug for you, Robert. I don't think that F should be capital. Unless that's just the font. No, we've got a lowercase f there, so yeah. Get it in your notepad, quick. So these are upgrades that we've just unlocked. So with 3 Parmate points and 6.5k in the bank, we could unlock this one, which adds another charge. So you'll see that when we hold it, it just does that tile, but you can expand it so you can get like an area of effect, so you can restore more things at once. We've got Mage 1, which when we've got, I think that Nectar cost for magic is reduced by 1. Fast forwards a dig patch by 5 seconds, and freeze. So they're the kind of spells that we can work towards now if we want to. They're quite useful, so they are quite expensive. It's kind of that balance, you know, what you want to work on. For now, I want to work on saving up for this geologist one, so I'm not going to buy any upgrades just yet. I can get the boulder now. I'll get the boulder. And try not to make a Shrek joke about it being a nice boulder, which I kind of did, but I didn't do the impression. That's the main thing. What I like about the boulder is they can go on land and they can go in the water, and it's just a nice little bit of basking material for them. It's like it's got the tag basking, which I quite like. And I know we need to put more lilies down for aura. Why? Oh, I couldn't put them on the stream. We've got some nectar. Oh, it's so dark in the garden. I think we've stayed up quite late. Oh, it's way past our bedtime. Probably fast forward. So we've got a new day and we have a nice bit of money, and we've got a task to expand our garden once more, but I'm going to leave that off just for now. Let's try and get a bit more of this filled in, because we don't want, like I said, we want to keep everything in the green. We don't want to go crazy and spend a lot of money that we don't necessarily have. Good important life lesson there as well. One that I should probably learn from. I like to buy stuff that I don't need to buy. So let's get another bumblebee attack in if we can. What's going on with this? I didn't know dirt could have a little plant on it. It's got a weed. How many? 35 water lilies. Pond. This is turning into quite a big little area, really, isn't it? But see, they're cheap enough, and you notice here it says variation. So certain items have like multiple variations, just so it's not all of the same item. So we can cycle between kind of these different varieties of water lily, so we can make a nice clump of them together. Place 50 items in your garden. You've managed to make a magnificent habitat. Oh, thank you. The better the habitat, the happier creatures become. Superb habitats even support multiple creatures living in them. Keep it up. So So I think when I placed these lilies down, it came up with like a little symbol. If I go back to habitats now, you can see goldfish here. I came on a point with my finger, but you can't really see. But you'll see it's got like a coloured in goldfish and then like a silhouette of a goldfish. That means that supports 2 goldfish. And currently there's 1 living in that habitat. If I pick it up, you can see that there. So we might get another curious goldfish showing up at some point. Let's get a few more plants down here. Go for a plantain lily. Bit of yarrow. And some tulips. Life does indeed find a way. I like that scene in The Martian then where Matt Damon finds things like a potato sprout in his soil. He's very happy about it. So I need 1 more creature to show up so I can get rid of this. I've got my bumblebee habitat set up here. I've only got the 2, but we haven't got a bumblebee showing up yet. There we go, 35 water lilies. Water lilies make a wonderful scene, and you have so many of them. Did you know that animals can walk on them? Could come in handy at some point. I'll be providing you with Victoria lilies from now on, along with a small donation so you can try them out. You deserve it, Bella. Until next time. Oh, a bee showed up. We've got a bumblebee as well. So let's put that over in this little habitat over here. I got a new fish. So this habitat can support another goldfish, or we can put them into one of these here. Let's put it over here for now. I'm going to untrack that. So probably now I could expand my garden. So you can see the ones that are like directly adjacent to the one with the council cottage in the middle. They're cheaper. If I wanted to go for this one, it's 4,000. Whereas this is 1,000. I'll probably go for... Let's go this way. More story. So much life, space and magic. Your efforts haven't gone unnoticed, Bella. Thanks to you, we have more magic to harness than we have for a long time. This used to be a glorious and sprawling world, plants thriving and animals frolicking. The source of the splendor was Nightshade, our guide. But problems started when Nightshade mysteriously vanished. Plants decaying, our homes crumbling, and the animals leaving, never to be seen again. Unnaturally fast, our world turned into a barren wasteland. Since we are natural maintainers, we can't create anything new. So we used our final strength to reach out for help. And found you. With our newfound energy, we have re-established ourselves as the Council. Your Council, Bella. And we will help you with the following tasks. Turn the wasteland into a flourishing garden. Create a thriving animal ecosystem. And protect us from whatever befell the previous gardener. Now there was something else. Something important. We'll send you a letter once we remember. Back to it. So, see these little council guys, and they live in the little house here. And they come and go, depending on what they're doing in the story. Decay, I can get that now. So, this is the geologist. We can get this one. 1.5, though it's quite expensive, but... Oh, I might have set myself up for failure there, though. Not failure, but just for today, I might not be able to plant, like, do much. I guess I can get dig in, though. No! That's the wrong one. Bauxite and basil. I think it's this I can dig. No! So each one's got, like, a different hardness, and that's based on, like, you know, there's 1 out of 4, so we can upgrade this 4 times and eventually dig all of these. I should have dug here because I could have got rid of that, but I picked this one thinking there was more of this that I could then dig. Oh well, we'll work around it. It's fine. It's all good. So let's just put some pathways in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I like bugger. So I like to be quite regimented with like little flower beds. I don't know why. Probably from years of playing like SimCity and stuff. I like to have my roads and things laid out nicely. We had completely forgotten about the Hortic Day. Every now and then, garden masters from many worlds get together in a grand horticultural event. We call it the Hortic Day, and it's organised by a few old keepers. Very old. In fact, we're not sure how old they are. Probably ancient. In the festivities, each garden master is ranked on their performance. This part is where you will eventually be crowned a legendary horticulturist. There's also a themed competition to win prizes and a medal ceremony for accomplishing specific feats. The first event is coming up, but you need a high garden love to stand a chance, so make sure that you've got a good garden love foundation before the event takes place. So garden love is up here, and it's based on your layout, size, how many animals you've got, and just other stuff. So to do that, we're going to need to kind of get planting, really. I don't know if we'll have much of a chance with this work today, but we can, you know, we can do our best. I'm just going to put these flower beds out here. Before I sleep, I may as well put some stuff, get ready to dig. Kaha, kaha, a new gardener, Are you a nectar aficionado like me? Judging from your collection, not so much. My name is Corbett, and I am both a collector and connoisseur of items and nectar. Not only that, but I've been known to trade nectar for items, sometimes even gold. You know what? If you collect some nectar of any kind, I will open up my services for you. I assure you that you won't regret it. So I did just collect some nectar. I have to wait for a bit more to show up. Corrupt keeper. Danger, danger. If you didn't notice it yet, there are corrupted elves in the garden. This is absolutely wild. That's not supposed to be a thing. But we can ponder this later. For now, it's important to stay calm. We've attached an upgrade for your gloves. The banishment smell. Smell? The banishment spell. Use it to banish the intruders. Be careful not to banish any friendlies. So we've got our glove here. And we've got this new banish spell. You see that we can banish the corrupted, and it's got the 3 little parts above it. That's its health, and it drops a bit of red nectar. So nectar spawns in your garden randomly, and we can use that to cast like sort of stronger magic. And also Corbett, who just dropped a letter off, he has a shop where we can trade it. But cooler heads prevailed yet again. We were in a heated debate over the greatest marmalade when the visitors caught our attention. It turns out our guests were unfriendly gnomes, corrupted keepers that only the oldest of books mention. Instead of tending to nature like we do, they intend to destroy it. We honestly thought they were a mere fairy tale invented to motivate younglings to do chores. We were wrong. So, with this revelation, the obvious question is, why did they come here today? Could it be linked to the sudden onset of decay? We'll start doing some research. In the meantime, keep your eyes open. Banishment does smell a bit of cake. Yeah, I can picture that. Oh, we've got a sunny breeze. Alright, you've got my attention, Bella. You clearly show some dedication to the aquatic arts. However, I've something in mind that displays further appreciation. I want you to provide a home for 5 or more frogs in your garden. You will need some aquatic space, I am sure. Frogs have small nesting areas and need access to water, plants, and basking. I think you can figure out the details. Accomplish this and you will have shown that you can not only handle water, but also that you can manage aquatic habitats. In return, you'll receive a gift your frogs will love. The reed of reeds, thicker than thick. Really putting the frog in Mailbox Frog. Exactly. Do we know? So we have learned we need water, land, basking, shelter, shading, and foliage. But no koi. They don't like koi. Will I have time to try and get a frog? That'd be a kind of nice little goal. So if we track, what have we got? So the shop is refreshed. So we can learn how to attract rats, or we can get a new type of flower. For now, I will keep my money. 64,000. Deals 2 banishment to a creature. That'd be quite good, actually. What we were doing? Yeah, let's try to get a frog. So, water and land in a 3x3, basking, shading, shelter, and foliage. Basking, shelter, shading, and foliage. So, if we get a plantain lily like on the edge, we move this rock over. It needs another mix of water and land. 3x3. So, do we need another bit of water really in this area? Can I swap that to pond? Ah, see? There we go. We have our frog habitat. A frog has not shown up yet though. But another goldfish has. And we have a bit of nectar here. Is that Buzz Lightyear? Oh no, that's one of the other bees. Let's get a few more plants in this area. Oh, we've not put any of the Victoria lilies down. I like these big ones. Now I'm up. The frog showed up. May I move in? See, the frogs are just adorable. Little froggy. That's now just living its life in our garden. Frog is in Mailbox Frog. Mailbox Frog. That's the point. Maybe we're going to need to redo the mailbox in the game to match the artwork. Nice red mailbox. One for Robert Ponder. Neat, Bella. You've got a guest visiting mailbox rock. It probably doesn't want to settle since it has no habitat, but if you can find it, it may give you some habitat knowledge. Guest visiting. Nice bit of spoiler. Oh, we didn't get our nectar in time. So we've got a turtle just having a little wander, just saying hello. If we click it, it will disappear, but we'll learn a bit about turtles and how we can encourage them along. So we don't actually know anything about turtles, like what they like. But if we click it, we now know 34%. We're 34% of the way to knowing what turtles like. We learned that they want land and basking, but we don't know the rest of it, so we need some more turtles to show up. Or we could eventually, if it comes up in Mercury's shop, we could buy it. Like the rat one, for example. We've got 2 decaying items. Ooh, a bit of lightning. Very well, Bella. I hereby open up my services to you. Please come by and trade any time. So, you see I've been picking up nectar that's been spawning around the map. You can see up here I've got 2 yellow nectar, 9 green nectar and 1 red nectar. If I now go up to this new tab, we've got Corbett Shop, and there's a lot more stuff in here. So certain items you can buy when they come up in Mercury. I forgot his name then. Mercury's shop. So we saw the deck earlier, but that's not currently in the shop, and that costs. Obviously, all the shop costs money. But what we can do is we've always got access to a certain range of stuff, but it costs nectar, which you can't as easily get. You can buy nectar for money, or you can sell your nectar to get more money. But this is just another way of getting items, and here's a good selection of what we can be working towards getting. I'm going to get the little stone step for one yellow nectar. So we've learnt our stone steps, and we can place them down. Pathway, everyone. Did you see that, Bella? Lightning struck a mailbox frog. You're in no immediate danger, but if you are unlucky, a strike can hit one of your items and cause a lot of wear and tear. In general, lightning occurs during thunderstorms, so most of the time you don't have to worry, but keep your eyes open during stormy weather. I was hoping to play to the Hortic day, but my time is kind of running out, and I can't fully remember when the first Hortic day arrives. It's on day 13. If Robert's still in chat, he should be able to let me know how many days there are. Oh no, I don't want to banish the lily pad. So days for how many days have to pass in game until the first Hortic day? I've done 13. I was hoping to get to the Hortic day before I ended the stream, but my time is running out slightly. Should be 5. For the first Hortic day. Oh, 5 from when you got the letter. When did I get the letter about? So you get the Hortic mail tomorrow, okay. So I got it on day 12, the letter about Hortic Day. Okay, well I'll carry on playing. Like, I think that'll be a nice place to end the stream. Truth be told, we don't think so because they wouldn't have anywhere to live. So we've provided you a home for them. Just place a cottage in the garden and a keeper will eventually appear. Make sure it's... You need to make sure it's happy. So where can the keepers live? Let's make a little town over here for them. So the keepers will wander around your garden and like do stuff for you. Kind of like maintain it, help fight off the corrupted eventually. Keep a cottage here. So eventually the keepers will show up. One creature. Here we go. We've got a keeper. May I move in? Place on it. More keepers mean more company for us, and more assistance for you. This is a big step for us, Bella. When we summoned you, we didn't dare dream about the day that our numbers would be increasing. With more keepers comes a better ability to tend the garden and harness its magic. We, keepers, are also known as elves, or gnomes, and inhabit most fertile worlds. In fact, we even have relatives back in yours. But they seem to primarily keep to themselves, and their helping hands have now become forgotten. This is a significant step. Well done. So we've got some more upgrades here. So we've learned Keeper Runner. Run speed from the Keepers increased by 25%. And Magician, so they can cast spells 20% faster. So we've got the council members, which are the blue ones, and the keepers, which are the green ones, and corrupt ones, which are red. Decaying items. Lightning! It's all going wrong. He picked a bad time to move in. Holy cannoli! That's an earthquake, Bella. They're infrequent, but once in the blue moon they occur, damaging all of your items. There is no simple way to predict when one will happen, so maybe we just have to cross our fingers that they don't. Anyway, we just thought you'd want to know. See you around. Got another bumblebee. I feel like I should place a fence around this so they don't fall in, you know? Although they can't swim. Watch. Wait. Ah, this guy. They don't swim, sorry, they have a little boat. So they're going around casting magic and fixing some, like, for healing the items. Because he's doing his little magic staff. It's just restoring the item's kind of health. There it goes in his little boat, his little bathtub boat. So we can get a big moonshine or a big red velvet boulder, the raised beds. We haven't had a. Oh no, we did have a frog show, didn't we? How many frogs did she want a habitat for? 5 frogs. So if I border this with land, I should be able to make frog habitats kind of all the way around the edge of the pond, really. That might actually be a task to do that. Although, let's move that there. Oh, we can put it back once that's grown. Corruption. And banish our corrupted creepers. I had a letter about Hortic Day yet. Basking. Can the little stones go in the water? What does the quest say? Maybe it's a bug. I had a letter on day 14. On day 12. Every now and again, garden masters from many worlds get together in a grand horticultural event. We call it the Hortic Day, and it's organised by a few old keepers. The first event is coming up, but you need a high garden love to stand a chance, so make sure to have a good garden love foundation. Do I have to... I've got to finish this quest first, right? That makes sense. So, how many frog habitats do I have now with that? Invalid location. Do I have not enough land? That doesn't make sense. Frog. Maybe I need to go for him to do that. Garden love, 25%. I'm close. I bet that's rounded up I bet it's like 24.9 or something. It has to actually get to 25%. Unless 100 tiles of ordinary grass. Oh, because I've just filled all that in. Dig faster. That would have been a good one to have for when I actually put all them in. Because I don't have anything to dig now. Is there anything else I can buy? So we've got 27 green nectar. I like the curbs. The pitch torch is good. It's quite dark at night currently, isn't it? Can I? Oh, but I've got no gold to buy the yellow ones. This is what happens when you're not paying attention and you run out of money. I just threw a load of plants down. It's because grass is expensive. I shouldn't have sold the. I shouldn't have put so much grass down. But luckily, you can sell stuff. Oh, we got a crow showing up. Known 34%. Oh, but now I've dropped down to 24% garden love. Maybe I need to put some smaller, cheaper flowers down. Maybe over here. This is looking a bit empty. Or around here. This could have some nice little flowers in it. Yarrow bush. Oh, I got thicket. When did I unlock? I don't have thicket. No, wait. I've unlocked thicket. That feels cheaty. The developer told me. You should be good to go for your first Hortic day. Every 11 days, a new event takes place where you will be scored by combining your garden experience and garden love. You will see. Speaking of experience, the more you unlock and complete, the more gardening experience you have, eventually earning a new gardener rank. You can check the journal summary for your progress on that. See if you can attain a title on the next Hortic day. Good luck. Okay, I don't think... I'm going to have to leave it here, I think. I don't think I'll be able to get to that Hortic day. That was my own fault. I should have been paying attention to the quests, because we could have had it. But it's in 5 days. But yeah, I quite like our little garden that we've made here. So, thank you for watching. I'm probably I'm gonna have to end it there. We're doing an hour and a half. Got some baking to do now for tonight. Bake muffins. Nothing to do with this. Just thought you might want to know. Thank you for watching and for all your lovely comments. The demo is available on Steam if you want to play the demo. There's a link for that in the description below. Follow us on social media. We've got a Discord channel if you want to speak to Robert in that as well, the developer. He is there, answering all your questions, taking feedback and suggestions. But yeah, let's swap out of this. So yeah, thank you for watching and I will catch you in the next stream. Bye.